Hey guys, it's Julie. So, as you can tell, the only makeup that I have on right now is under eye concealer, and I've gotten my eyeshadow, my eye makeup done. The reason why is because I'm doing a first impressions on the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I recently picked up this foundation from Sephora whenever they had their VIB sale. I picked it up then. I wanted to try this foundation out for so long, but it's kind of expensive and I didn't want to just go to Sephora and buy it, so I wanted to wait until they had a sale. So I figured that the VIB sale was the perfect time to go and get this foundation. The only thing is I don't know if I got this foundation too light, and we'll find out whenever I do the first impressions of this foundation. The color that I got was in Siberia. It's light 1. I'm so excited to try this foundation out for you guys. But I'm just going to go ahead and zoom the camera in so you all can see me applying this foundation. Hopefully this is close enough for you guys to see what I'm doing and to see how the foundation is reacting on my skin. I just dampened my beauty blender, and that's what I'm going to use to apply this Sheer Glow foundation. I'm just going to go ahead and get some of this on my finger, and I'm just going to start dotting this on my face. We'll just see if this foundation matches. I just have a feeling it's going to be too yellow and light for me, but maybe once I get it blended out it won't be. So we'll just put a couple of dots there, a couple of dots on my chin, down my nose. I'll just start out with a little bit, and then if I need to build it up more, then I'll add some more foundation. It's better to start with little than too much. Okay. I don't know. I am going to add just a little bit more to my cheeks. Maybe dot that around. I just always feel like with the beauty blender, it works so much better if you dot foundation around on your face than put it on the sponge, because it really soaks up the product if you do that. And then I'm just going to start blending this out. Got a mascara flake. I mean, actually with me blending this out, I don't really feel like it's too yellow. I guess I'll see if it oxidizes a lot. I mean, I would think it wouldn't because this is such an expensive foundation. It should stay true to color, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, the coverage looks pretty good. I would say that this is kind of a medium coverage foundation from what I can tell. It does look like it's covering like the redness on my face really well. And it's really weird too, like I just cleaned my beauty blender, so it's really like it's fresh and new and everything, but I feel like once the beauty blender gets foundation built up on it, it makes the foundation, whenever you go to apply it, it makes your foundation more a higher coverage once it has some product built up on the sponge. So this is really showing how much coverage this foundation has because my beauty blender is clean, or was clean. And then I'm going to take some down on my jaw. I mean, actually, I don't feel like this foundation color is too light for me. I don't know, to you guys it might look that way with the lights, I don't know, but I feel like when I'm looking at myself in person, I feel like it looks like it matches perfectly. I'm going to take a little bit more foundation and see how buildable it is, see if it builds up nice. Take some on my cheeks a little bit more, and some more on my nose because my nose is kind of red still. And I might add a little more around my mouth. I have some blemishes there for some reason. Okay. trying to see. I mean, it does look like it builds pretty good. Like, it seems pretty buildable. It didn't, like, cake up or nothing when I put that second coat on. Sometimes you have to be careful with foundations. Whenever you put a second coat of foundation on, it can start to cake. But this doesn't look to cake up at all. Sometimes I feel like around my nose I have to just use my finger to blend out foundation because it's like this beauty blender. It doesn't work real well sometimes around the nose. I'm actually going to use my Precision Angled P84 to kind of blend the foundation out there on my nose. Okay, so I definitely am really pleased with the way this foundation looks on my face. It doesn't look too matte. It doesn't look too shiny. I feel like the color that I picked out is the right color for me, at least right now. I don't know. We'll just see throughout the day if this foundation oxidizes or if it changes color at all. But from what I can tell right now, this foundation looks like it matches really good. And I'm really pleased with the way that it looks on my skin. Like I said, it's more of a medium. It could be full coverage, I guess, if you applied a couple of coats of it. Because it is really blendable from what I could tell. So first impressions, I'm really pleased with this NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I will show you guys the time that it is right now. So right now, it is 1:49 p.m. in the afternoon. I got kind of a late start today on my filming. So I will update you guys later and let you know my final thoughts on this foundation. So I'm back and it's now 8:30 p.m. And I hope that the lighting and everything looks okay because it's completely dark outside and I have no natural lighting whatsoever, which normally when I film, I don't use natural lighting anyways. I use my lights that I have set up, but I usually have natural light coming in through the window over there, so it lights up the background. But from what I can tell in the viewfinder, it looks pretty good. And sorry if I look kind of icky right now. I just got back from the gym. I just lifted weights, so I don't usually get really sweaty when I lift weights. I think I'm going to take this scarf off though. I'm getting real hot. Not like super dressed up or nothing. Wearing something completely different than what I was earlier today. And my hair, hopefully it doesn't look too gross. But anyways, to update you guys on this foundation, I feel like it held up really well on my skin. I'm really pleased with that. I was just kind of looking at it before I started filming. The only thing I could see that may be an issue with this is I feel like in certain areas of my face, it looks like it might have clinged to some dry areas. So I might just have to make sure that my face is really moisturized before I use the foundation. I feel like it's really long wearing. I mean, I still feel like it's on my skin pretty good. I'm really pleased with this foundation. I do feel like the color was a good match for me. I don't feel like it's too light or too yellow or too pink. I feel like it's actually a really good color for me. I feel like it matches my neck and like my chest really well. So I'm really pleased with the color, even though I was a little scared about it at first. I would rate this NARS Sheer Glow foundation at like a 4.5 stars. The only reason I'm not giving it 5 stars is because it did kind of get clingy to some dry patches, so that was the only thing I didn't really like. I had put moisturizer on my face several hours before I put the foundation on because I was doing some other things beforehand, so that could be why it might have worked a lot better if I would have applied it right after I applied my face moisturizer. I would definitely recommend this. And I will do a monthly update on this first impression on this foundation. The end of December, I'll do a first impressions monthly update. So be on the lookout for that video. And I hope that you all enjoyed this first impressions. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you guys very soon. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.